Welcome to Red Moon Anime. Today, we're diving into Solo Leveling Season 2, Episode 10, where the top hunters clash in an intense battle. Jinwoo faces off against Goto, and shocking secrets about the Jeju Island raid are uncovered. Plus, the Queen Ant is preparing for something terrifying. Let's break it all down. The episode kicks off with an intense battle between two elite hunter groups, each determined to prove their dominance. Amid the fierce combat, Beck quickly assesses his opponent, Atsushi, and comes to a startling realization that Atsushi is not an exceptional fighter. This leads Baek to suspect that Goto has a deeper strategy in mind, using Baek's group as mere test subjects to gauge the strength and abilities of Atsushi and his fellow hunters. As the battle rages on, two of Baek's comrades are overpowered and taken down, leaving only Baek and Hai-In standing as the last remaining members of their team. Despite the grim situation, Hai-In showcases her formidable skills by swiftly defeating her female opponent. With victory in hand, she immediately turns her focus to Beck, intent on assisting him before it's too late. However, before she can reach him, Atsushi intercepts her path, forcing her into another confrontation. Undeterred, Hai-In retaliates, landing a powerful strike on Atsushi, injuring him in the process. The pain fuels Atsushi's rage, and in his fury, he lashes out with the intent to seriously harm Hai-In. Just as the situation spirals out of control, Jinwoo steps in at the perfect moment, swiftly subduing Atsushi with his overwhelming power. With the battle still at a critical turning point, Jinwoo takes charge and persuades Hai-In to make a tactical decision, surrendering to Goto's hunters. Goto's attendant steps forward, directly confronting Jinwoo about his willingness to fight Goto. Without hesitation, Jinwoo confidently states that he is ready to take on the renowned hunter. However, he sets one condition. If they are going to fight, Goto must give it his all and not hold back. Goto listens intently, his expression unreadable as the tension in the air grows thicker. Meanwhile, Juhi, feeling unsettled, steps outside to make an urgent phone call. She dials a number, her hands trembling slightly as she waits for the person on the other end to pick up. Once connected, she immediately starts asking pressing questions about the Jeju Island raid mission, specifically regarding the sentry team stationed there. Her concern deepens as she listens to the responses, her mind racing with thoughts about what might have transpired during the mission. At the same time, the highly anticipated battle between Goto and Jinwoo begins. The two hunters engage in an intense clash, their movements almost too fast for the onlookers to follow. Every strike and counter-strike sends shockwaves through the surroundings, showcasing the sheer power both fighters possess. However, before the battle can escalate any further, Beck and Goto's fellow hunters step in, preventing them from going all out and causing potential destruction. As the dust settles, Jinwoo receives a wave of admiration and praise for holding his own against Goto, a hunter of legendary status. Despite the compliments, Jinwoo remains composed and focused. Without hesitation, he drops a shocking revelation. He had secretly infiltrated his shadow soldiers into the shadows of Goto and his group. The implications of his statement leave everyone stunned, realizing that Jinwoo had been several steps ahead the entire time. Meanwhile, Jinwoo engages in a conversation with Go, discussing the upcoming Jeju Island raid mission. During their talk, Goto discreetly makes a phone call to verify Jinwoo's participation in the mission. To his surprise, he discovers that Jinwoo's name is not included on the official list of hunters assigned to the raid. Concerned by this revelation, Hai-In promptly reports the information to Choi, who listens intently. At the same time, Beck, after reviewing the hunter list, notices another alarming detail. Byung-goo's name is also absent from the roster. Upon hearing this, Choi turns to Beck and informs him that, as things stand, only 15 S-rank hunters have been confirmed to take part in the critical mission. While discussions about the raid continue among the high-ranking hunters, Jinwoo, having no interest in the expedition, quietly returns home. That evening, he sits down to enjoy a peaceful dinner with his family. During the meal, he shares a heartfelt reason for his decision to stay behind. He had no desire to participate in the Jeju Island raid because he wanted to spend precious time with his mother. On Jeju Island, a massive and imposing queen ant looms over a chaotic scene, watching as several of her offspring engage in a brutal display of cannibalism, devouring one another in a relentless struggle for survival. Observing this, the queen ant contemplates their future, realizing that this island is no longer a place where they can thrive. She declares that they must abandon Jeju Island and find a new domain. But she knows that only the strongest among her children will have the power and leadership to guide them toward this new destiny. Meanwhile, across the region, a news reporter delivers an urgent broadcast to the public, detailing the growing crisis of the ant infestation and the strategies devised by the Hunter Association to combat the threat. The reporter explains that the association has issued a call to all available hunters, urging them to enlist in the sentry team to reinforce the fight against the terrifying creatures. As the situation escalates, multiple hunter groups mobilize and set off toward Jeju Island, determined to put an end to the ants before they spread beyond control. Upon arriving, Beck, a seasoned hunter, is taken aback when an unexpected figure emerges: Byung-gu, a fellow hunter he had not anticipated seeing. Byung-gu approaches with a familiar demeanor, greeting Beck as though no time had passed. Their reunion, however, is short-lived as the tension in the air thickens. With the hunters assembled and the mission about to commence, Go, a leading figure among them, he gives the decisive order. It's time to begin the operation. As Choi's helicopter approaches its destination, several winged ants soar toward them with aggressive intent. Without hesitation, Choi reacts swiftly, unleashing his power to obliterate the incoming threats before they can reach the aircraft. The helicopter then lands, and Choi's team wastes no time disembarking. Meanwhile, another specialized unit stationed nearby initiates their interference waves, a crucial countermeasure designed to disrupt the ants' ability to communicate with their queen. This interference effectively prevents the colony from sending distress signals, ensuring that reinforcements are not summoned. With the disruption in place, multiple teams engage in battle, skillfully eliminating the swarming ants with precision. Amidst the chaos, Choi and his team press forward, navigating carefully toward a cave entrance. Once inside, Choi takes a moment to ensure their safety by sealing off the entrance behind them, cutting off any potential pursuers. Inside the dimly lit cavern, Beck surveys his surroundings and quickly notices an intricate network of tunnels extending in multiple directions. The branching paths create an eerie and confusing maze, but Choi wastes no time. Summoning his fire abilities, he channels his power to illuminate the area, using the heat to determine the correct path that will lead them to the queen ant's lair. As they venture deeper, they come across an unsettling sight: a massive nest filled with eggs, a clear sign that they are close. In addition to the eggs, they also spot an opened cocoon, a chilling indication that something, or someone, has already emerged from within. Meanwhile, in another part of the battlefield, Kenzo, who had been separated from his unit, finally manages to regroup with his comrades. Exhausted and injured from combat, he immediately seeks out his teammate Shimizu and requests healing. However, Shimizu doesn't agree right away. Instead, she makes it clear that she expects something in return for her assistance. Before Kenzo can even question what she means, the moment is violently interrupted. Something strikes out of nowhere, and in an instant, Shimizu's head is severed from her body. Blood splatters as her lifeless form collapses to the ground, leaving Kenzo in a state of shock and horror. As the episode concludes, the screen fades into a brief yet ominous animation of an ant, hinting at the unseen menace lurking in the darkness. And that's a wrap on Solo Leveling Season 2, Episode 10. A lot of intense moments, and things are about to get even more interesting. If you like this video, be sure to hit like, share, and subscribe to Red Moon Anime for more content like this. Be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.